morning. So we are at the Charlotte Quilter Show, and I am helping my mom run her booth this morning. So I'm actually going to be walking her through the show as well as with me, so you can get a good perspective on the different quilts, because I'm not a part of the guild, so I don't know exactly what's going on here. So let me introduce my mom.
Hi, I'm Krista from Cottonberry Quilts. This is my booth, and I am a long arm quilter and a quilt pattern designer, and we're going to take you on a little tour through this quilt show today.
So this is officially before the quilt show is open, because we're running a booth. We're here a little earlier, so I'm able to walk through the show before everyone starts showing up, so it's not super busy. We can actually talk about quilts without being annoying.
These are called challenge quilts. The ladies were given paint chips. This is an example right here, and they needed to use these colors from the paint chips in their quilt. They could add what other colors they wanted to finish off their little creation here.
So these are all basically just, I guess you could say, little booths of quilts. They're all from the different quilters in the Quilt Guild, and they're basically competing or just entering them. I don't think you have to compete, basically.
This one did win an award.
Recognition.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
There are a lot of different awards for these quilts. You can get awards like first place in applique or first place in art quilts. You don't have to necessarily get, well, there is an award for first place overall, and my mother got that first place. So what do you have to say for yourself, Mom?
Well, this quilt is called Tulips for Oma, and I designed this because this year I'm going to be a grandmother for the first time. This is called applique. It's machine applique, and we have the tulips here and the border with the Dresden plates. And I also do long arm quilting, so this is a sample of my long arm quilting, and this quilt won best of show and first place. And I'm also selling the pattern, so if you're interested.
And I'll put a link in the description below so you can look at the pattern.
These are other quilts that have won top awards. This was first place for, I believe it's traditional. So all of these right here are the top winning quilts for the show this weekend. This one also won first place in its category. This one won best machine quilting. And this one is first place stationery. So someone quilted this on their home sewing machine. And then this is first place best art quilt.
These ones I find really interesting. You can just tell it reflects the culture that the artist comes from. It's very unique. She also did this one as well. I love the beading on here. Just amazing work. She won some awards, rightfully so. Third place and recognition. I feel like that could have gotten more than just recognition in my opinion. But
lots of color.
This one's third place in its category. This one's really neat. I actually like all the colors in here. And I like how the edges aren't finished, actually. That adds a little bit of some texture. It's not so flat. Looks like they're by the same person. This one looks like they left their seams inside out. Abstract is what it's called. And my friend Judy Morgenthal, she's an amazing artist. She made this elephant art quilt, and she won second place in her category.
And she actually went to South Africa on a safari and took a picture of this elephant and then made this quilt from that picture.
More traditional.
That one's pretty spectacular.
Kind of fun, cutesy with all the license plates on them. This one's third place in mixed method. It's like applique and piecing. Oh, my mother quilted this one for one of her customers.
So my customer made this quilt, but then I quilted it.
Okay.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, these are beautiful.
Yeah. It's collage. This got a special award from the judges.
That is my weekend this week. I'm here at the quilt show. However, most of the time I'm spending time in the booth with my mom and Mary Lou. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of sales today. These are all the vendors at the quilt show. Everyone's getting their booths ready for the day. Hey! This is Sharon from the APQS. She is a dealer, and this is a long arm, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what a long arm is.
Okay, hi and welcome. The first thing I'd like to focus on is that we are allowed to move the machine over the quilt, as opposed to, you may have seen people moving a quilt sandwich under the needle. This is my pencil. So if I can actually show you over here, when we take a single stitch, needle down, needle up, then I move the machine away, that brings up the bobbin. So the bobbin and the top thread have to play well together. Now I'm going to turn on the machine, which will turn on the stitch regulator. Underneath the machine and to the side of the machine, we have encoder wheels, and that tracks my movement and tells the machine when to stitch. So you might be able to see it. Yes, the black box over on the back, that is one of the encoders. The other one is more hidden, it's underneath the carriage. But what it does for me is it allows me to turn on the machine. You'll hear that chirp, that's telling me it's on. And then as I move, whether I'm moving very, very slow or if I'm moving a little faster, my stitches are all the same size. So this is called stitch regulation, and it allows me to get perfect stitches as I move the machine around the quilt sandwich. So this also allows me to quilt for longer periods of time and not feel exhausted, because the machine moves like it's sliding on ice. The Bliss system from APQS allows the machine to move freely, and you can create amazing things.
So I'm at this booth with amazing quilt blocks. They are made from actual quilt patterns, and these are the natural colors of the wood. And he has seam rippers. Some of them are made with acrylics, but most of them are natural colors. Just amazing work. Now it's time for cleanup. We're ready to head out, and they're opening the doors, packing their bags. People are putting their quilts away. Quilt pickup pretty soon. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hit the like button and comment below on any other videos that you would like to see in the future, and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on Friday.